Welcome to the neighborhood, YouTube family. Wait. Cut to the beat.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, man, how you doing? You good? I know you like that. I know you like that. How long you been back, man? I see the girls in the club, they getting wild for me. And all the pretty chicks all wanna smile at me. These rap cats, man, they all got this style for me. And if I ever see them, man, they probably bow to me. And when this beat drop, I know they gon' lean. World debut.
Hey, what's up? If you're new here and this is your first time seeing my face, hi, my name is Mark. Please remember to slash that like button, and also please remember to annihilate that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell. And also, you guys know I live for the comments down below. But let's just jump straight into these reactions. Let's go. Okay, so let's get into this reaction. We're about to react to Lucifer's Wall by Juan Gotti and Carolyn. I'm definitely anxious to get into this reaction, especially because after like just searching this song and then I see that SPM was speaking on this bubblehead that we got in the White House. I'm definitely seeing that this probably has political significance because this bubblehead, like I sat here and said, was talking about he was trying to build a wall between the US and Mexico, which I really don't understand how you can sit there and do that when parts of America wasn't even a part of America. And I digress with that, with Texas and Arizona and New Mexico, when that was actually a part of Mexico until America forcefully took it. But I digress about that. And again, we have this bubblehead who speaks about shit that he has no knowledge of. But let's jump into this. Of course, we need immigration, but treating people like animals. Okay, Carolyn. Oh, I love that this is starting off in Spanish.
Un informe de la agencia Prensa Asociada recoge que niños cuidan de niños en las instalaciones de la patrulla fronteriza en El Paso, Texas, que no tienen, por ejemplo, jabón para lavarse o que duermen en el suelo.
So basically, they're equating him to Lucifer.
Para que el congresista demócrata Raúl Ruiz presentara una.
I love how they're showing like the dynamic of how immigration and how the separation of families was kind of happening because of all of this. This was like ripping like families apart, which is almost reminiscent to like when I think of like with slaves, just minus the beatings and like hangings and torture tactics. I mean, I'm not 100% sure because I wasn't experiencing this, so I wasn't there, even though I wasn't experiencing slavery neither. I'm just the descendant of what happened within the American slave system. But it's just giving me that vibe of how families are ripped apart, basically to use like this divide and conquer to conquer people that you're trying to oppress, if that makes sense. Let's jump back into this, especially because when you sit here and look at this dynamic too as well with the family around the table and you just see the love, but then you also see like the despair and desperation and probably hurt because they don't know what's going to happen. But let's get back into this. Yeah, like even a young boy, like he looks so sad.
¿Cómo te fue en la escuela, mijo?
It was okay.
¿Y qué aprendieron hoy?
Nothing much.
Aw.
¿Tuvieses que haber aprendido algo?
Well, we did learn division.
Division?
How slow is that math teacher you have that you're only learning division?
Well, it's not math, Dad. It's division of people.
Oh, that's what I was actually thinking. I thought that in my head. When he said division, my mind didn't even go to math. It went directly to basically the divide and conquer, as I was talking about at the beginning, that you try to utilize to sit there and take over and to dismantle people and just try to sit there and make them like, basically you cut off the chicken by the head and the rest falls. Like, wow, like I love that he just actually spoke about that, and it made you think like, oh, he's probably talking about math and they're talking about school. He's like, no, we're talking about division of people.
How slow is that math teacher you have that you're only learning division?
Well, it's not math, Dad. It's division of people.
Okay. It's crazy. That scene right there gave me almost like the like Freedom Writers, that movie that came out Like, I don't know why. It just gave me, like, just looking at that, it gave me that type of vibe. Woo! Come on. Hold on, can we talk about how good Carolyn looks for a second? Can we please just like have a moment of silence for how good she looks right there? She looks phenomenal. Like, okay, I hope y'all was quiet with me, but we just had to just take our hat off to Carolyn for a second because she looks amazing. Oh, I love this part. And they put him in here. Come on with the harmonization.
Slavery, supremacy, bigotry, segregation. This was our history. We have grown as a nation. Why would you want to take us back in time? Then call it great, a massive lie.
Woo! Whoa, I love the way she is flowing right here. Like, it's crazy. Like, she's giving me like spoken word poetry type of vibe. Like, I could feel her presence as if she was standing in front of a crowd in an auditorium speaking this part. Amazing. Let's get back into this.
We have grown as a nation. Why would you want to take us back in time? Then call it great, a massive lie. Raising boys to be racist men. To shun the one with the shaded skin. Look at brown people as something less. But what if it was your kid behind the fence?
Hey.
What if the president didn't like you? You fuck a wall, building IQ. Our ugly secret, divided by hate. America's weakness. Put a jackass in the Oval Office. How can God bless what is godless?
Bar. She barred you up real quickly, wrapped him up real quickly with a bow, and placed him under the tree.
America's weakness. Put a jackass in the Oval Office. How can God bless what is godless? We don't need your immigration. We don't need your false control. You rock division in the classroom. I don't leave those kids
I love how they're incorporating the struggle in the story within this video and giving you like a visualization, because you can actually speak about it, but when you sit there and speak about it and marriage that with the visualization, it gives you an added dimension and dynamic that I think is incredible. Let's get back into this.
They call me Robert Illegal.
That was a bar. That was a bar. Take that back. Whoa. That was a bar. You said Robert Illegal. Robert Illegal.
Robert Illegal. I go hard for my people. I believe in all women. Pay them like all of us equal. I support gay marriage cause ain't no hate in my chest. Matter of fact, I wouldn't treat anybody like they some rejects. Like they came to defects. I'm like, hey, we next. It will go back to Africa, now it's go back to Mex. I coexist with these races, but hatred strangers the Mexicans. The same way it made Hussein Obama the president, bitch.
Oh, I love how they got them joining in. And it's crazy because they're given like vacant face, and it's almost like they're being controlled almost, so to speak. Not controlled in a bad way, but it's just like very zombie like it's almost like they're under a spell, like, if that makes sense. Let me jump back into this. They call him Caveman.
It is only by divine favor that America is the most powerful country in the world. When we turn from what is right to what is racist, from what is love to what is hate, we ravage the trust that God has given us to lead this planet. We have to know how quickly that trust can be taken and how vulnerable it will leave us. Whether Democrat or Republican, let's choose leaders who exemplify the beauty that is today's America.
Facts. Because I don't see how you could be America, home of the free, and land of the brave, when you sit there and only give exclusivity to certain people or certain groups. Like, that's not what this country is supposed to be about. Oh, I love that cover art. That is dope. Whoever designed that can draw. I love that. That was a dope song. Like, I love the message behind Lucifer's Wall by Juan Gotti and Carolyn. I thought that this was so dope, and I love the political stance that they took on this. And I basically 100% agree with everything that they said in here. Like, I just don't see how we can inhabit a country that wants to only give special rights and certain privileges to the elite or certain groups that they deem as other. Well, they reject other because they sit there and tend to other people, but then they sit there and give certain rights and benefits to other people, which is kind of asinine to me, and I don't understand it, because I'm like, okay, like, we had this whole MAGNA thing where it's like, okay, make America great again. Okay, like, America is great, but I mean, there is an asterisk there, because not all parts of America have been great throughout times. Like, there have been some struggles at points where everything isn't like all peaches and cream, and I feel like sometimes America tends to always want to point the finger but never wants to look at the distorted reflection of themselves, of how they have treated people over the years of time, and just certain groups and ethnic minorities, and just in general. Like, you have Native Americans that have been disenfranchised, Latino Americans that have been disenfranchised, African Americans who have been disenfranchised a lot. Then there's white Americans who have been disenfranchised because of socioeconomic status, and it's just so crazy. Like, it's like, when is it gonna stop? Like, there's gotta be a medium where you sit there and like, okay, enough is enough. We don't need to sit there. It's 2020. We don't need to sit there and revert back to the 50s, the 60s, the 40s, the 30s, the 20s, and so on and so forth, going all the way back. Like, we don't need to go back to that. We're supposed to be looking towards the future and not looking back at what those mishaps and mistakes may have been. But these people who are in power, they feel like, oh, we got to sit there and use this divide and conquer strategy so we can maintain a sort of supremacy and sort of divide and sort of sort of like status over people to sit there and make sure we keep them ruly, like in order. Like, and it's crazy. Like I said, I believe, I love this whole song. Like, I just love their whole take in with their whole vibe. It was definitely a mood. Like, they really embraced this to tell the story of the Mexican American struggle, and just of Mexican Americans, just people in general. And like I said, I always love learning new things and just learning how things affect people, because sometimes you can turn a blind eye to things just because, okay, it's a different culture, or because you want to sit there and be like, okay, well, my struggle is this, or my struggle is that. And it's like, no, we're all struggling, because once they come for you, they're going to sit there and come for everybody. So it's like, we all got to band together, because just because something is not happening to you right now doesn't mean it's not going to happen to you down the road. Because like I said, once they sit there and divide and conquer that one thing, oh, best believe you're going to be up next. And like, that's basically what Juan Gotti was basically saying in the song. Like, he supports every person that's disenfranchised. Like, he doesn't have hate. And I feel like we got to sit there and get rid of that mentality of thinking that, oh, just because something is not happening to me right this second, that I can't sit there and take a stand for someone else. Because we're all, at the end of the day, we all shit the same way, we all piss the same way, we all sit there and cry the same way, we all gonna die the same way, we all came into this world the same way. The only thing that separates us is the pigmentation of our skin. Other than that, we are all still humans, and that's on period with a T, which the period stands for the end. So it's like, people need to wake up and realize that there's really no difference, but just the shade of skin, because of the geographical region you grew up in, and probably the intermingling of slavery with cultures and everything else, and just people intermingling. Like, I always sit there and say, like, we just need to do better. We just need to do better. But I love this song. I thought Lucifer's Wall was so dope, and they did an amazing job on this track. So let me know what you thought of Lucifer's Wall by Carolyn and Juan in the comments below. And with that being said, please remember to be safe out there. Remember to stay awesome, be awesome, because you guys are all awesome. This is your boy Mark, and I'm signing off. Deuces. Peace.